Hey guys, welcome to Emlyn in the Mix. Going to show you something really awesome tonight with this amazing device here. It's the Console 1 fader, brand new from Softube, and I've got it hooked up in my system here with Softube's original Console 1. So basically what this is it's an extension of the original Console 1. What the Console 1 did was you could shape your sound, you could add character, you could add drive, you could pan, volume, and you could do high pass and low pass filtering in a very nice all-in-one unit. You could select your tracks and so forth, right? So now they've got this extension with the Console 1 fader where not only can you do all of those things that you could do on the Console 1, but now you've got this amazing control with motorized faders between the two where you can actually adjust the sound, adjust the levels, adjust the sends, adjust the character and so forth. And I'm going to show you exactly how that all works tonight, because probably right now it sounds like I'm speaking gibberish, but I've been up late with this thing just trying to get my head around it, and it's really cool. So a couple of the main things I want to go over on this unit is you have an Assignable Transport section, which is here. You've got this fader mode, which allows you to go through your different layers of where your fader is actually looking at. So I'll just show you that now. I haven't got anything selected on my sends, but if I hit send, you'll see the faders go down. If I hit send 2, faders go down, send 3. Again, there's nothing on my sends. I can select drive. Now drive takes us here. You can see I've got some things have drive on them and some things don't. So tonight I've actually just gotten one of my old songs and I've applied the Console 1 VST plugin on every track. So now you can see on my actual Console 1 fader hardware, you can see each track which displays my Console 1 software as well, because it's a completely software and hardware integrated system. And you can see it up on my screen here in the screenshot. We can see the Console 1 software up there, which is very handy indeed. And I can obviously turn that on and off from the Fader 1. But a few things I wanted to go over with the Console 1 fader is some of its unique features. So you do have an Assignable Transport, which is here. It's already assigned to play and pause in your DAW. In Ableton Live here, you can see this will just be working from the get-go. So straight away, just by hitting the transport there, I'm able to press play and pause. You've got this other section here, which is fader mode. Now, fader mode lets you go through all of your layers of the fader, and we can look at the different things which we're controlling. So, for example, right now it's on volume. I haven't really done much in terms of adjusting the volume on these. They're all pretty much at the same 0 here. But if we hit drive, you can see, okay, so we can see some things have drive up here, some don't. My tracks as you select through them. And you can actually see I've named the tracks in the software. You can see this is organ, Martial, that's one of the core gadgets, has got some drive, and my Sithalu plugin also has some drive as well, or Sithu, I don't know how you pronounce that. And my bass has a bit of drive. Next is character. So you can see I put a bit of character on these instruments here, and I got a bit of character on my bass as well. And actually we can select our page across like this. And you can see I got a bit of character on these as well, and probably got a bit of drive as well. Just a little bit of drive there. But back to volume. So that's really cool, fader mode there. And then also in fader mode, you can actually select your low cut. So you can see what I've put low cut on, and you can also see your high cut as well. I've only done high cut on the bass, but that's another little nifty feature. And I've found with using the faders, it's much nicer to dial it in than on these knobs per se. I mean, these knobs are nice, and you can do low cut like this, and you'll see it correlating on the fader 1. So anyway, I'm going to get stuck into just showing you this. We're going to go through the track really quick. So there's a track I've been working on, and you can see the fader 1 in action. So I can solo, that's the Sithalu synth by Serum. Sithalu, I think that's how you pronounce it. So let's have a look here. So if we loop that, alright, so that's in a loop now. Obviously volume, turn it up and down, add some individual drive to it, probably too much there, add a bit of character to it, individual character, lessen the drive a bit, check out its low cut, hold down low cut here, put more low cut. You hear it going in and out. And then you can see it, you probably can't see it on the camera there, but it's totally getting changed here. Well, you can see if I do that, the motorized fader on the fader 1 is moving as well. So that's a really nifty little thing. High cut, put some high cut on it. Probably doesn't need a high cut though. And then the other cool thing is I can start using the EQ here. Now we want to change the display. I want to change it to, yeah, back to, where are we? You'd want to have it on here. And so say I wanted to start equalizing it, I can go back to the console 1 to do that, right? Find where it sits nicely in the mix. So there's my organ, I brought my organ back in. Now another really cool thing I didn't explain before when I was showing you the different modes and stuff you have here. You've also got this one called layer mode. Now you can assign a layer to each of your channels like this. And then this essentially acts as a group channel. So you can actually select different tracks. So I'll just show you quickly. Let's assign a layer. So let's do this one, number 2. Now it's gonna ask me, choose which tracks to assign to layer 2. So I'm gonna assign, let's see, the bass, the up, the 2 arpeggiators, sorry, up 1 and up 2, and I'll put TRK 1 on there. And then I just press OK, like that. So now in layer mode, if you have a look here, my second layer here, I'm going to be controlling all of those as a group. So I can do things like add drive to the whole lot of them. So we play that back. Actually, let's get out of layer mode just to solid this. So you can hear it's already added a bit of drive to those. So we go back to layer mode. You can add character. Or a better way to show it is if I go high cut in layer mode. There you go. So you can hear I've high cut the bass drum, and the arpeggios, which aren't playing at the moment. So it's not really going to do much because it's bass and bass drum. We do low cut though, you'll be able to hear it. See? So that whole group is being affected. So I thought that was a really cool feature with layer mode, being able to do group assigning, which is really cool. Now I did see in my comment section in the unboxing video, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, it's just a big mouse, move it out of the way, I'd rather use my mouse. And of course using a mouse can be quick. However, this has features which a mouse just cannot do. For example, you have this drive and character, which is integrated with your Softube software. You just do not have that anywhere else. And you also have a spatial effect on the console 1 fader, which I didn't explain before, which is not actually on the console 1. And that's simply you holding down shift and rotating the pan will give you a different spatial effect. So if I show you, for example, here, let's go back to, I'll get out of layer mode, sorry. Let's press play here. Let's select, maybe not that. Let's select this one here. And let's add a spatial effect to it. So I think that makes it more mono. And then we make it more stereo. To the point where it's so stereo, it's just left left and right, it's disappeared, basically. So since the console 1 fader has come out, they've actually updated the VST DAW GUI for the console 1. I just wanted to show you really quickly. Yeah, it looks totally different. Like it's got a bit more 3D modeling, and it's very intuitive. You can really see what's going on. So we've got organ selected at the moment. And obviously it correlates with your display here as well. You know, you can do all your cutting it up, low cut, high cut. You can still do all that here. You just got the added expansion of the SSL console up here as well. And another really cool thing you can do when you've got both of these units is you can actually select your tracks up here as well. And you can see it's affecting the console 1 fader. So basically anything I do on the console 1 will be directly correlated on the console 1 fader down here as well. It's just an absolute treat, like being able to control both, totally integrated. Now some people are asking, can you run this standalone? Yes, you can actually. You can run this standalone. You do not need the original OG console 1 to run this bad boy as well. And from my understanding, you can actually hook up like several of these and have like a big mixing desk as well, if that's your cup of tea. So what do I think of the console 1 fader? Well, it's really interesting. It's kind of not exactly what I was expecting, because you're basically mixing in the environment of Softube's console 1. I thought it was going to be more, I'm controlling my DAW, motorized faders and automation in my DAW, but the idea behind the console 1 is that you're in the environment of that software and hardware integration, and that's really kind of cool actually, and it has its own unique, amazing sound and quality. It really gives it an analog touch, and so far I'm quite impressed. I've done a really quick mix with this track using the console 1 fader and my console 1 integrated both together, and I'm pretty happy. It's really intuitive, and what is really awesome about using this actually is that I don't even have to look at the screen. I'm totally using my ears and I'm tweaking it, and it's really cool. It's almost like you're a painter, and I've said this before, and it's so cliche, but it's almost like you're a painter and you are painting the perfect picture, and it just adds so much character. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Console 1 fader, the build quality is amazing. Scandinavian design, what more could you ask for? You're not buying a cheap piece of crap, okay? You're getting a high quality unit that is designed by people that love music, obviously, because this hardware and software integration is just amazing. Well done, Softube. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget, I'm actually doing a Nintendo Switch game giveaway, totally random, I know. It's Cyber Protocol on Nintendo Switch. The competition will be drawn in just a little over 2 weeks, so make sure to check that out. Alright guys, till next time, peace out.